Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a Total Extreme Wrestling 2016 video. It's 2007 database, you know the drill by now. We've just had No Way Out. Let's take a look at how that went, show history. So No Way Out, 28,000 people in attendance, 1.53 buy rate. Compare that to the Royal Rumble. It's gone down a little bit, but it's not a big force, that's fine. A 77 rated show, which is equal to the Royal Rumble, so that's something. And it ended with Lesnar beating down Batista for 86. Batista won the Elimination Chamber to retain the World Heavyweight title. Booker beat Jericho in the Intercontinental title tournament finals after earlier beating Kurt Angle, I think. Did we do Kurt Angle? I can't quite remember now. Yeah, Kurt Angle. Angle has now left as well. He's gone rehab, so I've had to scramble about for the storylines, as you can see. If we run through them now, this is how it's going to go for now. So ECW, the Colt Cabana and Elijah Burke storyline will continue as a TV feud, which is fine. 49, it's not doing that well, but it's ECW. Colt Cabana's got no pop, so it's fine. That'll continue. We're going to start a new ECW title feud. Bobby Lashley against Umaga, and actually, no, I didn't mean to do that. Paul Heyman's going to be in that feud as well, because he makes sense to be, and he can play a major role. Fine. Also on ECW, Big Show, after losing to Bobby Lashley at the No Way Out pay-per-view, he will transition into a feud with CM Punk at WrestleMania. Let's give Punk a big match on the card at Mania. For Raw, okay, so we're going to start a feud between Carlito and Christopher Daniels for a TV feud on Raw. Daniels needs something to do. Carlito is there with pretty good pop, actually. Carlito's got. Can I see him? I can't see him. Right, but he's got pretty good pop, so I'm not too upset with that. That's fine. Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan continue. That's doing well. 62. Considering Daniel Bryan's got no pop, that is pretty good. So yeah, that's not bad. 62. That'll continue for a little while. Intercontinental title. This Booker and Jericho feud, which has done really well. 79. Well, the whole Intercontinental. It's the same feud that's continued from Jeff Hardy and Booker as well. That's gonna end on Raw, but it's continuing for now, because we're going to have the match on Raw. You'll see soon enough. And then we're going to transition into King Booker versus Triple H at WrestleMania. Triple H's return. Booker deserves a big match because he has been on fire of late. Actually, we'll have a look at him in general because he has been incredibly good. Where are you? King Booker. I mean, if we just look at his profile and look at his match history, for example, he's on fire. 80, 76. Got 72 out of Val, 63 out of Roderick Strong. I mean, on the pay-per-view, 74 and 80. I mean, 76 against Angle as well. So he's been very, very good. And if we look at his pop, I'm sure it's improved big time, I would expect. It's gone down. But, I mean, I'm looking at 80s. What? His pop's 80. I'm sorry. Okay, well, he's gone up. We know that much. Very weird. So yeah, it's going to be Booker and Triple H at WrestleMania. That's the plan. We're going to transition into a triple threat for Mania. Flair, Regal, and Jericho. Got nothing to do. We're going to pair them together, and hopefully we'll get some sort of good match out of them. And then we can look at what we do with them after WrestleMania. I think the problem is Raw's very star heavy. SmackDown isn't, as you'll see in a moment. So maybe somebody like Regal, Flair, maybe Jericho. But I did want to do Jericho Hardy down the line. Maybe Flair at some point will move across to SmackDown. That's an option. TV feud for Roderick Strong and Ken Kennedy to keep them to giving them something to do. Kennedy's got good pop. Roderick Strong can take from that. And we will now transition into WWE Championship feud, John Cena and Edge at WrestleMania. I mean, that's all right for Raw. I mean, you've got that match and Booker and Triple H as your two main Raw matches for Mania. Bobby Lashley, Umaga, ECW, Punk and Show, ECW. That's 4 pretty good matches, I think, to have. Moving on to SmackDown, TV feud continues. Low-Key and Evan Bourne. 42 is not doing that great, but considering I've got no pop, it's not bad. It's getting better. Basically, the story behind it is Low-Ki wants to team with Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne isn't keen on it, and in the end, Low-Ki beat him down for saying no. So that's going to move forward now. Another TV feud, Matt Hardy and Sin Cara, 44 as well, against Gallows and Anderson. New team, trying to put them over. Both new teams, actually. Matt and Carl Anderson got a 50 rated match there, and 55, so they got better, actually. So again, we'll continue with that. Orton and Mysterio are now going to really start their feud. They've been around each other, but they haven't really had a proper feud, and that's what we're going to do for WrestleMania. Possibly a number one contenders match, with the winner getting a title shot on a SmackDown after Mania. Sheamus and Kota Ibushi will continue their feud, but we're just going to insert Kane into there. Kane's pop. We've got to be careful that we don't lose too much of his pop, but really to bring the other two forward. Yeah, we'll see how that goes forward. Benoit and MVP will start their US title feud, and I'm unsure what to do for Mania for those. I do want MVP to get a win on a big stage, but at the moment it's looking like we could have a lot of heel victories, and this is WrestleMania, so maybe Benoit walks away with a title at Mania. And for the world title, Batista and Brock Lesnar, two behemoths going at it. There is 2 cross-brand matches for WrestleMania. First of all, the tag team titles will be unified. That's right, the world's greatest tag team, Kendrick and London, go at it at Mania. Possibly a ladder match. That depends on the feud, but that could be a ladder match. And the women's, Mickey will get Victoria will get a shot. SmackDown's Victoria against Raw's Mickie James, the women's champion. Yeah, so I mean, in terms of like medical and whatnot, we've still got issues. I might actually have to go in and edit that, because The Undertaker being out for 9 months was just wrong. I mean, he was at the end of the year, but not at the start, so maybe I need to bring him back for around SummerSlam and make that happen. Shawn Michaels, 3 months. I think he should be back for SummerSlam, but again, that's something that we need to look at. What am I looking at? The schedule. So we're here. Yeah, they'll be back for SummerSlam. Shawn Michaels will definitely, which is good. And Triple H will be back. Well, I clicked on the wrong thing. Triple H will be back for Mania. Gregory Helms, 9 months out is a weird one. Kane's got this chronic migraines for 2 months. We do have to be careful with Kane. And of course, rehab, and suspensions. Jeff Hardy will be back in 3 months. Kurt in 6. Shame. Right, let's move on to Heat. Note for Heat, it is now a cross-branded show. I needed to get more SmackDown matches onto Heat. It just made sense, and ECW too. So I'll use it as a cross-brand show. Let's do Heat. Okay, first Heat of the episode, and as I say, cross-branded, so we get to see some Raw versus SmackDown in the first match too. Tag teams. Yeah, this is actually good. 56, very, very good. Paul London and Brian Kendrick, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, of course. I'm not going to go World and WWE. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, best way to say it now. They defeated Juice and Domino, who were the number 1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team titles, and lost that match at No Way Out. So a good win for London and Kendrick. 56. Brian Kendrick, 64. London 59. 38 for Domino, and Juice 42. Pretty good for him. Yeah, that was very good, and actually, I'm happy with that. Apparently it started that segment. Started that storyline. I don't particularly know why. It will start it with this. 59. Good interview from London and Kendrick on the World's Greatest Tag Team. Gained heat to the storyline. Good. 59. Victoria made her Heat debut, defeating Daisy Hayes in 5 minutes via 38 match. Not bad. 52 for Victoria, so that's pretty good. 27 for Daisy is what it is. 38. Edge got a good promo on John Cena, starting that storyline. 89. I'll take it for Heat. Not bad at all. Then 69 rated match, Jericho and Chavo. Pretty good actually. 84 from Jericho, 51 from Chavo, 69. Nearly hitting that 70 mark. For Heat, a Heat main event, that's pretty good. And then a segment to end the show, Jericho challenges Booker for Raw. Wants an Intercontinental title rematch. Of course, Booker cheated to win at No Way Out. Jericho wants that title rematch. Will he get it on Raw? You'll have to find out. 78, pretty good. And that'll give us a 70 rated Heat, which I think is pretty good for Heat. If I have a look back now, I'll really be able to have a look at the Heat ratings from before. If I go to that one, show history, there we go. So, yeah, 70, 50, I mean, there's a big difference from the week before. 52, 52 again, 52 again, 62, Okay, so that was good with Booker and Bryan in the main event. What else did well? Good angles, I think, for some reason. 65 there. What's the Edge, really? And Booker, 54, 60. So it's our best heat by a mile. Helped by the fact that we got two good angles in there with Jericho and Edge, got good promos, and then the tag teams did well at the start. So good stuff. Let's get on to Raw. It's the first Monday Night Raw after No Way Out, and we are on the road to WrestleMania. We start with a 93 rated segment, pretty good. John Cena comes out and wants to do another open challenge, but Ric Flair comes out, as does William Regal, as does Edge. They all want a shot. Out comes Vince McMahon and says, no more open challenges. We're on the road to WrestleMania. You will defend your title next time at WrestleMania. Let's find out who. Tonight, main event, triple threat, Ric Flair, William Regal, and Edge. The winner goes to WrestleMania. 93. Pretty good. Gaining heat and starting heat. And all pretty good. William Regal underwhelming, but fine. 93. Very good. Afterwards, Ric Flair cut a 89 rated interview on Edge, Regal and Cena just to hype the main event more. Pretty good. First match of the card, and Roderick Strong has defeated Carlito in 10 minutes. 56 for that. That's pretty good, not bad. Quick cradle from Roderick Strong, did it out of nowhere. And Carlito 58, Roderick Strong 46, just ready to kick off their feud. It's not talking about their angle. Why? I have to have a look at that, because I swear they're in an angle. I swear I put them in an angle. Okay. Roderick Strong and Carlito 48 for the angle. Should have done better, really. Carlito. Roderick Strong offers the handshake, Carlito accepts, and then cheap shot afterwards, really, to kick them off. 84 rated interview for Regal, pretty good. 65 rated tag team match. So Rated tag team put the tag team titles on the line against the Highlanders. Charlie Haas defeats Robin McAllister. 65-72 for Haas, 66 for Benjamin, 37-38 for the McAllisters, who were there really just put over the champions, and he did just that. Afterwards, Paul London and Brian Kendrick, they're here on Raw. Very shocking. They call out Benjamin and Haas and say, we want to do this at WrestleMania. One winner, one tag team champions. And Benjamin and Haas accept. We're on for Mania 71. Pretty good. I ain't gonna worry about that. Afterwards, Sarah Del Rey comes out and says, I ain't finished with Mickie James. I want a title match right now. Mickie responds and says, anytime. Puts the title on the line right now. 57. Pretty good for that. So it needs pre-book because the match happened straight away and the match wasn't as good. 46. Mickie successfully makes defense number 3. 44 for Mickie. Sarah Del Rey 38. I don't really know what's happened to the information here. The game's really spasmed, but okay. This is a backstage brawl between Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan. Did not really do what I thought it'd do. I'll stay away from doing that because it's all gone wrong. 48. Good angle here. King Booker cuts a promo on Jericho for 84. Gains heat to the storyline, and the match itself, 81. King Booker defeats Jericho in a street fight for the Intercontinental title and ends this storyline now. 81. Pretty good. 75 for Jericho. Booker 77. Probably could have done better. They don't seem to click though, so we got one more match out of it. 81. Not bad. Yeah, I didn't put him. Alright. Yeah, but you can do street fights, Jericho, now and again. It's fine. Deal with it. Afterwards, Miss Kennedy's in the ring protesting, saying, I'm not going to leave till I get some opportunities. It's ridiculous. I should be Raw's #1 star. Am I in an Intercontinental title match tonight? No. Am I in the #1 contenders match? No. Make me in that #1 contenders match. Out comes Christopher Daniels to chase off Kennedy and start that storyline. Where's the storyline? Interesting. 63. Edge interview. Edge did an interview on Flair, Cena and Regal. 79 actually, the worst of the three interviews, interestingly. The triple threat next. 86. Good main event. Edge defeats Flair and Regal in a no DQ triple threat after 17 minutes. Pins Regal 2 with the execution. Carried the match and goes on to WrestleMania. Edge 92. Flair 72, 79 and Regal 72. Pretty good. And the go home segment. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. A 100. John Cena enters the ring with Edge celebrating, tries to congratulate him, but eats a spear and Edge holds up the WWE title. They will go at it at WrestleMania. 100. That should give us a good show. I think this is a good show. 90. Wow. That is our best show by a mile. 90 rated. Carried by this main event. Cena and Edge. And Flair and Regal, who of course in the storyline together, will insert Jericho into that now after his good match with Booker. What else was good on the card? I mean, I don't know. It was really carried. It was really carried. Very good. Very, very, very good. Let's see what's going on with these storylines because something's gone wrong here. Please don't tell me I put Carlito and Daniels and Kennedy and Strong and actually it's meant to be the other way around. I do feel like that's something I would have done. Absolutely would have done. Oh, I can guess who that's what's happened. Come on, game, catch up. Noah are having a pay-per-view and they're running wild. They're controlling it and freezing the game. As you can see, not responding. So come on, get there. There we go. Right. Jump straight to the office because I need to see the storylines. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I've literally got Roderick Strong and Christopher Daniels mixed up. What do? Do you continue it? No, I think you've just got to go with this for now because if not, it's going to look really confusing. Right, Kennedy and Strong, Daniels and Carlito. Come on, remember that next time. Ridiculous. Decisions to be made. Arn Anderson has accepted a contract, so that's good. He stays as a backroom staff. Sign on. Male contract and Jillian Hall. Do we keep her? I'm not really sure at the moment what to do with Jillian. I might get rid of her. Carly's still not happy. He got a 0.44, 12.91 for Raw, and Edge thinks Paul London is a natural talker, interestingly. Interesting for the TV. Where's TV? Where? Coverage. There we go. No, I didn't want coverage broadcasting. Heat. In terms of heat. So, on Sky Sports, it's in the graveyard slot. Can we change that? I want to adjust the time slot for heat and make it late evening. I mean, they expect at least a 20. We hit a 70 last time. So what's the best one? I mean, evening, I guess. Prime time. No, you could do prime time. No, they're not willing to offer. What about evening then? Yeah, we'll put heat on the evening. That makes sense. Where else is heat? There, online stream. Can we do better for heat? Heat needs to do better. So, in America, there's In Demand Big. I mean, it makes sense to kind of have the USA Network, I guess. Where's CW? What does better ratings? Big, very big. I mean, the USA Network. Mate, do you want heat in America? Can we do that? No, I didn't want to do that. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Oh god, you saw everything. Broadcasters. USA. Can I want you to have something else. I want you to have heat. No, I want you to have heat. Okay, right. Okay. Instead then. If we filter it to coverage in America, and we'll negotiate. Yes. Close. Okay. BBC are not in America. They're very big though. Do you reckon they'll want heat? New deal for Heat. Prime time. For a year. Yes. Do you want it? No. Early evening though. Oh no, because that's in England then. I don't want England. Why is it saying England when it needs to be coverage in America? Ugh. Give me USA. USA free choice. Right, the CW then. That's where SmackDown is. So, do you want Heat? New deal for Heat. Prime time. Come on. No. Evening then. Do you mean rival broadcaster have got Heat? What is this? Ugh. That online stream. Very tiny. Expires in 34 days. Gonna have to change that at some point. Let's go on to ECW. Right, ECW is in the books Sci-Fi Channel, which is a bit annoying because they don't let me do any actual ECW matches. So I'm gonna have to get that changed. Here we go. ECW then. Let's do this. Start some new rivalries. And the first one to start is CM Punk and the Big Show. Big Show is in the ring complaining about No Way Out. I should not have lost that. It was an absolute disgrace. The fans were putting me off. The referee didn't do his job. I should have won that match. And out comes CM Punk. Stop your moaning, Big Show. Runs to the ring, chases him off. 76. Pretty good start to the segment. Start to the storyline even. Pretty good. 76. And then Elijah Burke defeats Rob Van Dam after 17 minutes. 71 rated match, pretty good. Van Dam 79. 54 for Burke, pretty good indeed. Van Dam was on drugs, that's why he's getting chopped out. Afterwards, Colt Cabana attacks 35 for the rating. That's a shame. And then Bobby Lashley defeats Chris Masters. 16 minutes or so. 73 from Lashley, 60 from Masters, pretty good. 65. Afterwards, a 90 rated segment. Umaga laying out Lashley. Paul Heyman is there too, really putting it together that Umaga is next in line for the title shot. Should give us a good ECW at that 90 rating. 72, pretty good. Let's get on to SmackDown. We're going to move this on quickly. I'm going to try and book a load of shows in this episode. It may be long, who knows. Okay, off the back of No Way Out, we are doing Friday Night SmackDown, and we start with a 100 rated segment. That's one way to start a show. Batista calls out Brock Lesnar after Lesnar destroyed Batista to end the No Way Out pay-per-view. Says, let's not do it at WrestleMania. Let's do it tonight. They look like they're about to come to blows. Chris Benoit comes out and says, hold on a minute. Don't forget about me. Do not forget about me. Tonight, I want to prove my worth. I want Brock Lesnar in the main event. That match is made 100 rated. Brilliant from all three men, actually. Very, very good. Randy Orton cut a promo on Rey Mysterio, blaming Rey for his Elimination Chamber loss and saying he will get revenge on Rey Mysterio. 85. Good match. 74. MVP defends the US title against Matt Hardy. 18 minutes ago. They got a lot of time and they made the most of it. 65 for Matt, 64 for MVP, but a 74 rated match showed that these two got some chemistry, that's for sure. Lots of bonuses, only a couple of holding back. Very good, very, very good. MVP getting put over as that US title champion again. Anderson and Gallows come down, attack Matt Hardy and Sin Cara. Sin Cara's obviously at ringside for the match between Hardy and MVP. 36, not good. 81 for MVP backstage, celebrating, runs into Benoit. A little bit of talking trash between the two of them, starting this storyline and teasing that Benoit and MVP will come to blows at some point. 81 for that. That is very, very good. Low Key beat Funaki after 6 minutes with a Key Crusher. 99. 49 for that. 48 for Low Key. 37 for Funaki. Not bad. 32 rated segment, and Bourne tries to attack Low Key but ends up getting beaten down himself. 51 for Kane and Kota Ibushi. That's good for Kota. Kane 67. 32 for Kota Ibushi. The injury that Kane's got is taking a toll, but I ain't really bothered about it. Gained heat to the storyline, so that's good. 51, very good. Afterwards, 64. This will help everyone. This will help Kota and Sheamus big time. Kane chokeslam Sheamus as Kota watches on. I should have said Sheamus interfered in the match and cost Kota, giving Kane the victory. But Kane likes to take his own victory, so chokeslam to Sheamus. 64, good. 62 promo, Victoria on Mickie James, inviting Mickie to SmackDown next week. Says next week, you come to the blue brand and I'll show you what a women's champion looks like. 62, good. 69 rated match, probably expected a bit better. Similar to the heat match that Chavo had with Jericho, actually. Rey Mysterio defeats Chavo with a 619. Didn't seem to click and made for an awkward bout. That's interesting. 72 for Rey, Chavo 47. After the match, 88. Orton hits RKOs on both men. Getting some sort of revenge on Rey, but also showing, look, you may have just beat him, but damn, look at that RKO. 88, good. Batista promo on Lesnar, 87, just to keep that cooking. And then the main event match, 78. Benoit off his game. Benoit, big matches, he's just not putting it out, Benoit, surprisingly. Angles and segments, he is the Don, but I expected better between Lesnar and Benoit. Lesnar's first match on TV, by the way. First match on SmackDown, so that's good. 78. 16 minutes. Benoit off his game. 95 for Lesnar. 86 for Benoit. You expected better. You expected better. I don't really know. Yeah. Gave it 16 minutes. Interesting. Ends the show with an 89 rated angle, though. Gained some heat back to it. Brock Lesnar was the star. Batista looked good. They have a heated confrontation. They do not come to blows. And that gives us an 84 rated show. Very good. Very good. Not quite as good as Raw, who was helped with better matches, I think. It's this sort of mid-card that's really letting us down. But they'll build. And we're on the road to WrestleMania here. And we're looking good. This is a good week of TV. Very good. Okay, it's time to heat it up. Let's do this one. There we go. Start with the tag team match. Kings of Wrestling get a good win. Raw's Kings of Wrestling, Cesaro and Chris Hero defeat Matt Hardy and Sin Cara. 13 minutes, Cesaro getting the pin on Sin Cara after a royal bomb. Matt Hardy head and shoulders above everyone else with a 66. Sin Cara 50, Cesaro 41. 32 for Chris Hero. Didn't really do much, 52. Then a video airs showing Triple H, 83, announcing that Triple H will return to Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. Triple H is back tomorrow night. 83. 48 for Punk and Chavo. Expected better here. 52 for Punk, 40 for Chavo. Didn't click for some reason. I expected them to. They didn't. 48. Afterwards, 69 for Big Show coming out and putting Punk through a table to advance that storyline. ECW storyline being advanced on Heat. Good match for Booker and Kota Ibushi. That'll help Booker. That'll help Kota Ibushi. Even Booker, 86, looked dominant out there. Won after 15 minutes. Intercontinental title shot as well for Kota, who lost out 67. And afterwards, an 80 rated promo from King Booker on Triple H saying, I see Triple H is coming back. Well, he better not get in my way because there's only one king on Raw, and that's not Triple H, that is King Booker. Interestingly, SummerSlam 2007, which is when Triple H returned from this injury that he has in the game now, because obviously the game database is further along than what I'm playing. He faced King Booker, so it's just pure coincidence. 80 for that. Not quite as good as last week, I think. 68, 2 points off last week, but pretty good for Heat. We'll take it. Let's move on to Raw. Triple H will return. Edge and Cena are flying. Let's do it. Okay, Monday Night Raw, here we go. Let's get on with it. It's got a packed show. We start with a 100 rated segment. Triple H makes a big return to Monday Night Raw. He soaks in the crowd. He is back. Similar to 2002. Triple H is back, soaks in the crowd, and then King Booker, his music hits. He runs down, talks a bit of trash, and lays out Triple H with a scissors kick. Vince McMahon was there to introduce Booker just to add some more star power. 100 rated segment. Wow. Back down to earth with a 54 as Mickie James got a promo on Victoria. Not bad for Mickie, actually. Very good match here. 83 rated. William Regal defeats Chris Jericho with a handful of tights. Jericho loses by cheating again. It's happening to him a lot lately. 72 for Regal, 83 for Jericho. I said go out there, have a technical masterclass. 83 suggests they did. Ric Flair was on commentary as well for that, by the way, and afterwards 77 rated for him coming into the ring in an argument between all three men. Okay, 50 rated match. Roderick Strong defeats Snitsky. 50, 48 for Strong, 43 for Snitsky. Kennedy was on commentary, and after the match, Ken Kennedy attacked Roderick Strong. 54 for that. 56 for Kennedy's promo on Strong, saying, "Look, I am fed up of these newbies coming in and getting shots on TV, getting good opportunities. Where's my opportunities? I am Mr. Kennedy." Kennedy. That's right. He should be getting more opportunities. That's what he feels like, and he's going to take it out on the newbies. 56. We had a 8-man tag team match. 53 for this one. We had the two tag team champions together. World's Greatest Tag Team in London and Kendrick against the Kings of Wrestling and Juice and Domino. Shelton Benjamin pinned Chris Hero after a Dragon Whip for 53. 30 for Domino, 40 for Juice, 29 for Hero, 41 for Cesaro, 59 for London, 61 for Kendrick, 50 for Charlie Haas, and 42 for Shelton Benjamin, who didn't put in a good performance there, actually. That's weird. Afterwards, 61 for a heated confrontation between two tag team champions. The story behind it basically is that I want Shelton Benjamin to steal the win over London or Kendrick, and London and Kendrick are a bit unhappy about it. That's the idea. Anyway, 61. Daniel Bryan and Mark Henry had a little 4-minute match. 55 for this, not bad at all. Bryan 43, Mark Henry 54. Of course, they've been feuding over the past few weeks, and last week they had a backstage brawl, which didn't really go down well. Mark Henry wins after Roddy Piper got involved. But afterwards, 50 rated segment, Daniel Bryan beats down both Henry and Piper with a chair. That's right, he gets a bit of a comeuppance, and Daniel Bryan stands tall for the segment. 50. 76 for Edge's promo on Cena. And Val Venus was in action on Raw, defeating Christopher Daniels by submission after Carlito called for it. Yes, this is complicated. So basically, Daniels and Val Venus, referee gets knocked out. Out comes Carlito to be the referee. Daniels and Venus are a bit weird about it. Val Venus locks in the Venus fight trap, and Carlito calls for the bell despite there being no tapping. Daniels has been screwed here. Daniels 60, Val Venus 60, 54 for the match. What went wrong? He didn't really short back for the match length, I guess. No reason for that. 78 for John Cena coming out, calling out Edge and saying, "You nailed me with a spear last week. You want some? Can't get some." Edge doesn't respond though, which is a little bit weird. Leads into the main event match. 66, Cena and Booker. No contest. The match has ended into chaos. 90 for Cena, 87 for Booker. What went wrong? Lack of psychology? Really? That much? No associated hot storyline, and the finish itself, I guess. 66 is harsh though. Jesus. We end the show with a 95 angle, Edge attacking Cena, naming him with another spear, gains heat to the storyline. But that main event match really brought us down. We could have had a 90 rated show there with a good 90 rated match. So everything else on the show really did quite well. Booker ruining Triple H's return was spot on. Mickey's interview was good. William Regal and Jericho was good. Roderick Strong and Snitsky was okay. I mean, there's not many things wrong here, and I feel like we've been harshly brought down. ECW is rolling after last week's pretty good show. We hope to continue that, and we do with a good start to the segment. Umaga and Lash, actually 78 for the main event of ECW's scene. That's a little bit disappointing. Yeah, 78 for a pull-apart brawl. I expected a little bit better. Hopefully that improves. What is it? Let's go. Kevin Thorne. Gimmick change. Sure. Why not? Okay, so Colt Cabana and Chris Masters, 56. Pretty good. Colt Cabana 35. Masters carried him really to a CC2. Pretty good though. Better than commentary, which is good. 56 for the segment. And Colt Cabana challenges Elijah Burke for a match next week on ECW. We don't need to do that. That's pretty good though. Big 6-man tag match to main event the show. 20 minutes, it got a lot of time. 72. Bobby Lashley, Punk and Van Dam defeated Margus Show and Burke after Lashley pinned Elijah Burke with a spear. 76 for Van Dam, 62 for Punk, who was off his game. Oh dear. Oh dear. 72 for Lashley, 56 for Burke, 73 for Show. Umaga 72. Umaga sustained an open fibular fracture. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's not bad. Lashley got heat backstage as well. Van Dam was high on drugs. 78 for the show closing brawl between Show, Lashley, Punk and Umaga. It's been actually a pretty good show for ECW. 67 used Burke and Cabana far too much. Fine. What does that mean for Umaga? Yeah, I know I've got to book SmackDown, but what does he mean for Umaga? It just says he's injured. But how long for? Oh no. Oh no. No. Umaga 6 months. It's the ECW WrestleMania main event. Oh man. Oh no, that's really not good. Apparently we could do surgery during the AM part of the day. We'll have a look at that. 6 months though. Oh man. Let's see how the surgery goes and go from there. We might need a backup. So let's lay the smack down. Packed show again. 87 for the starting segment. We open up the show and the commentators are going wild because Randy Orton has Rey Mysterio in the ring and he's beating the life out of him. We don't know how they got into a fight. We don't know where that started, but we open the show with Orton pounding on Mysterio in the ring. The world champion Batista comes out to save his friends, and they seem to be fighting Orton off until Lesnar comes down too and evens the playing field, and they leave Batista and Mysterio laying out. A brawl, really, to start. 87, gained heat for both storylines, so that's fine. 55 match, a US title on the line as MVP defeats Evan Bourne for a playmaker after Brooke Adams interfered. 31 for Bourne, 60 for MVP, who's improving every week. Fine. Benoit was on commentary and afterwards got into the ring, made MVP tap to the crossface. 72, good. Tag team action, Matt Hardy and Sin Cara defeat the Redneck Wrecking Crew, Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch in 15 minutes or so. Cara got the win over Trevor Murdoch. 48 for Sin Cara, 66 for Matt, 58 for Lance Cade and 44 for Trevor Murdoch. Pretty good tag team action, 60. And then Matt and Sin Cara cut a promo on Gallows and Anderson, challenging them to a match next week. 35, not great. 52 for Low Key attacking Evan Bourne backstage. Pretty good for them. Bourne was thanking Vince McMahon for a US title opportunity and saying maybe I should get another one when Low Key got involved. A chance really to put Vince McMahon in the same screen as these two, which will just help these two. Vince McMahon looked like a star coming out of it because, well, he was a star. 56 for Mickie James coming to SmackDown, having a heated confrontation with Victoria and agreeing to a match at WrestleMania 56. Then Mickie defeated cheerleader Melissa, her first real involvement on SmackDown since signing. She's not a fantastically popular woman. 38 Mickie James 45, Melissa 19 is what it is. Afterwards, Victoria laid out Melissa to send a message to Mickie. Being involved in those 62 rated segments will help Melissa, so good. We then had 81 rated promo, Batista cutting on Brock Lesnar. 46 rated match, Kane defeated Sheamus with a chokeslam. Following interference from Kota Ibushi, so carbon copy from last week, but swapped the roles. Kota Ibushi helping Kane beat Sheamus this time. Kane 66, Sheamus 31. And after the match, yep, Kota got the same treatment. Kane chokeslam Kota Ibushi with Sheamus watching on 63, so that's good for the heat of the storyline. The world's greatest tag team, the Raw Tag Team Champions, are on SmackDown today, defeating Gallows and Anderson in about 6 minutes. Charlie Haas pinning Gallows with a House of Pain, getting a submission with a House of Pain. Gallows was the weak link, really. 73 for Haas, 64 Benjamin, 37 Anderson. Gallows 24, and Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch came out afterwards, attacking the world's greatest tag team, and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions Landon and Kendrick make the save, 56. Good promo from Orton on Mysterio for 80. And the tag team main event just didn't hit what I expected it to. Lack of psychology again. Batista and Rey Mysterio against Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar. The four biggest stars on SmackDown right now, really. And they didn't really pull it out. They had time. Brock Lesnar made Mysterio tap with a Brock lock. Kimura lock, I guess. 81 for Mysterio, 93 for Batista, 91 for Brock, and 86 for Orton. Lost heat to both storylines though. Not a great match. Not a great match at all. 80 for the post-match angle with Orton and Mysterio brawling to the back. And to end the show, 76 as Batista bombs Brock Lesnar through the table. An interesting end, really. 69 is... Well, I think it's harsh. I don't get it. Storyline's got heat. 69. That should be a 90 rate match. And that takes us up to an 80 rate show. 73 is disappointing. Disappointing. Okay, this hasn't gone well. Tried to do surgery for Umaga's open fibular fracture. Complications have arose. He'll now face a longer recovery time of 6 months. Means we're going to have to rewrite ECW now completely. Because now we can't do Lashley v Umaga, which was at 72 and was our highest ECW storyline. So what we're going to have to do... what we're going to have to do is end that storyline and insert Punk and Big Show into the title feud. I think there's no other real options for ECW, so I think that's what we're going to have to do, and it's now going to be Lashley v Show v Punk at WrestleMania. It's early for Punk though. It's early. I wanted to get him a few good wins. That's the problem. And we've already done Lashley v Show. We need a heel for Lashley to face at WrestleMania. Is there anyone in the other brands that realistically we can look at and get over there? I mean, they need to be heels. And if we start main event pushes, I mean, Big Show's still classed as the main eventer. Everybody's already in matches, which is great. If we go down to the upper mid card, anybody not in a match? Masters? Do we put Masters in there? I mean, pop-wise, it's pretty bad. It's an issue, isn't it? It is an issue. Is there anyone we can sign? Workers. Filter. So we are looking at someone who's a star. To hire. I'm just going for to hire. Anybody out there? Yeah, like that's got to work. Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage. See, Sting. Yeah, is that? Well, I mean, Hulk Hogan's still a wrestler on this. Should we bring Hulk back to work with Lashley? Oh God, no! Could you imagine? Randy Savage is still a wrestler. Sting. He's on a paper appearance deal for TNA. He's 47 though. Can't go. You just can't go. Alright then, people that aren't a star but are a draw. DDP. Trish Stratus could come back. She's a retired wrestler. I wonder if we could get her to come back. That'd be good. 70. Warrior. No. they have to be under 40 at least, don't they? I mean, this one, maximum age of 40. That gets rid of everyone there. Trish is only 31, you know. Trish could come back and be inserted into that women's title feud. Trish, would you like to come back? I mean, Edge is for it, Tori's for it, Finley's for it, Jericho is for it. I want you to be whatever is needed. I wonder if she'd want to come back. I mean, this isn't helping ECW. This isn't helping ECW. Well known. Albert, really. It's not helping us. Any recognisable. Andrew Martin, who is Test. I mean, Test could come back and do a good job on ECW, actually. Maybe not as the heel. Rhino, 62. I mean, all three of those are probably worth bringing in anyway. To work on the ECW brand and just to pad it out a bit more. So, I mean, let's try it. Particularly Test. I think Test could do a pretty good job. Let's see work as a heel. 92, very good as a heel. Test versus Lashley might not be too bad, actually. And apparently Test is with Kelly. Okay, he's happy. Looks like Test is on his way in. Rhino as well would be a good idea to bring in. Is that still in 31? Bring him back in and working on ECW. I don't know, it just kind of makes sense, really. Just pad out the roster. Trish should come back as well, would be good. Let's put it down to regional star then. Okay, there's loads that come on now. No one that's really going to work for us. AJ could come in, but I kind of want to leave him out there for now. He's working in TNA, doing alright. Anybody in there that you think, yes, get the guy in? I mean, we need to be looking at their pops, really. 48. I mean, yeah, there's a big difference between the ex-WWE stars. Maybe not Pete Kidman, though. D'Lo is suffering. Dustin Rhodes, that's Goldust. Have him working, you know, as Goldust. I kind of want to bring him back anyway. He has offers from 2 other companies. Can I see them? A few other offers. Their per appearance though, not being too soon. Come back, Goldust. I'll bring him back any day. Hiroshi Tanahashi is an interesting one. Again, he hasn't got the pop to make the immediate impact, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense for us to bring him back. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. Joni Laura, is that China? It's China. That is China, 36. Can she still go? I mean, it pads out the women's division, doesn't it? No, she doesn't like Steph. Fair enough. Josh Barnett, he's doing some good stuff in New Japan at the moment. 50 rated there, isn't it? That's not really helping us. Mark Chindra, Lance Storm, Mr. Aguila, Nicho El Millonero, no idea. Ron Killings, should we bring in R-Truth? Or X-Pac? Oh, it would be a mistake, wouldn't it? Maybe we could do something with Test, though. No, I think Test and Lashley might not be too bad. Or you at least insert Test into there and have a fatal 4-way. Maybe. Oh, decisions. Heat. That was weird. Big Show defeats Evan Bourne in 10 minutes. 63 rated match. Good for Evan. Very, very, very good for Evan. 63. 34 from Evan, 75 from Big Show. Wow. The giant is making giant leaps, indeed. 63, fine. Afterwards, he cuts a promo on Punk and Lashley, 67, whatever. Tag team action. Kings of Wrestling defeat the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, London and Kendrick. Chris Hero illegally used the ropes for leverage. And during the match, we also had Shelton Benjamin run in and attack. Damn. Right, just an attack Brian Kendrick. Chris Hero was the weakling, fine. 58 though, pretty good. 59-63. Cesaro hitting 46. He's the better of the two, isn't he? Afterwards, 59 rated for the giant brawl between the tag champions. Daniel Bryan, 49 rated match. This is a bad heat. 49 for Daivari, 43 for Bryan. They didn't click. And 56 for Daniel Bryan and Mark Henry having a heated confrontation. 57 rated heat. Let's just move on. After that abomination of a heat, let's move on to Raw. Hopefully this will be better. It should be. 74 to start the show. Triple H cutting a promo on King Booker saying, you know what? I was looking forward to coming back, but I've been ruined twice. This ain't happening anymore. This is not happening. King Booker, watch out. There's a target on your back. Didn't really do well actually. 74. Expected better from Triple H. Sad man. Can we move on? Thank you. Ooh! Hello! Cesaro and Chris Jericho at 73. Wow! Cesaro 48, Jericho 81. These boys. Wow, they only got 6 minutes too. 73, very good. Afterwards, 68 for the angle. That's a shame. Regal attacking Jericho. Flair makes a save, but gets a code breaker for his troubles. Little triple threat angle going on there. Daniel Bryan calls out Mark Henry, challenges him to a no DQ match right now. Henry says, yeah, sure, whatever, let's go. And we end up with that match straight away. I don't need to pre-book it, happen straight away. And we get 55 for the match. Okay, 7 minutes. Ended with a cattle mutilation. Mark Henry took a stunt bump during this match as well. Really put Bryan over here. 57 from Henry. 50 from Daniel Bryan, though, is very, very good. Fantastic. 57 rated for a Ken Kennedy interview segment. Yeah, I'll give him Mr. Kennedy a talk show. Why not? His guest, of course, was Roderick Strong. After some taunting, Kennedy took a cheap shot at him, getting some heat for the storyline. Heading into a tag team match at 63. Carlito and Ken Kennedy defeat Daniels and Roderick Strong. Carlito pinned Strong after a DDT. Of course, Strong suffering after already been beaten up by Kennedy. Carlito and Kennedy have excellent chemistry together, which is interesting. A possible tag team once we're done. Daniels and Strong do not. 77 for Kennedy, 73 for Carlito, 36 for Strong, and 50 for Daniels. Okay, 63. Okay. Can we move on? 67 for after that, Carlito hits Daniels with another backstabber. Just to put in that point there, he is the better man. We had a women's segment. Victoria from SmackDown came out on Raw and said, nobody from Raw can stand up to me in this women's division. Out came Daisy Hayes, taking the challenge and got battered for her troubles. And then during the segment, it kept cutting to backstage where Mickie James was watching on a monitor and looked a little bit worried, just to add something to the segment. 52. Tag teams. That really didn't work for us. Shelton Benjamin and Brian Kendrick. 12 minutes they got. I said high spots. It didn't really work. Need a crowd who are buzzing and ready for action. Well, the crowd weren't ready for it. 64 for Kendrick, 45 for Benjamin. Benjamin beats Kendrick, and afterwards, the world's greatest tag team got a promo bragging about their victory. 52 for that. Flair and Edge 74. Again, you expect better. Flair's 92. Edge 92. Flair 73. What did we lose on, really? Flair lost us a lot on that one, really. A good promo battle between Edge and Cena for 90. Gained heat to that storyline, that's good. And leads into the main event match. A rematch, of course. John Cena, 73 against King Booker. Again, these two just letting it down at 1987. I need to script their matches, I think. Shame, big shame. Good angle to end it. Triple H comes out, makes up for his bad promo, floors Booker, stands with the Intercontinental title belt. 98. Wow. Wowza. Gives us a 80 rated show. Not bad. It's a decent show. It's 8 out of 10. It's a decent show, but we can do better. We've already shown that this episode. It is what it is. It's time to fix ECW. The Umaga injury has ruined me. So we need to figure out a way to hold us over for a week, maybe. We start with a Mick Foley talk show for 76. Foley comes out and announces, Paul Heyman's alongside him, and announces Umaga suffered an injury, will miss WrestleMania, and he's out for 6 months. But the ECW title deserves to be defended at WrestleMania. Bobby Lashley comes out and says, I want a big moment at WrestleMania. Big Show comes out and says, we all know I am the biggest threat on ECW. CM Punk comes out and says, look, Show's had its chances. The fans want this. Punk and Lashley at WrestleMania. That's what they want. Heyman says, look, tonight, triple threat, ECW champion will be decided tonight. Don't worry about WrestleMania. Tonight. Main event, triple threat for the title. 76. Good. 51 for a 20-minute match. I did give him a lot of time, actually, didn't I? Colt Cabana and Elijah Burke. Not bad. 55 for Burke, 37 for Cabana. He won with a flash roll-up. And afterwards, 45 as Burke, frustrated at his loss, says, next week, steel cage, I will beat you. It is what it is. And then the triple threat main event, 74, Bobby Lashley successfully defends the title against Show and Punk. Lashley beats Show with a spinebuster. 72 for Big Show, 73 for Lashley, CM Punk 65, 74 rated match. Afterwards, Paul Heyman comes out and says, next week, Bobby, you will know who you will defend against at WrestleMania. Big Show and CM Punk both look on, maybe out of the picture. They'll hope not, but they could be out of the picture. 72. That should be a good ECW, actually. 68. Man, that 45 really dragged us down, but the main event, 76, 74, 72. Doing alright. Lights on for the final SmackDown of the episode. Probably the final show of the episode, actually, thinking about it. I don't know how long this is going to be. But if we stop it there, then we can get a good run into Mania. We'll have a look at the schedule after this and have a decide, but I think that's what we'll do. We start with Brock in a 51 rated match, which was weird. I did only literally give him a minute. They've given him more than I gave him there. I gave him 1 minute. That's a lie. Paul Heyman did some good work at ringside for Brock, which is good. I don't know. I was looking for a Brock squash. 91 from Brock. Fine. Afterwards, Lesnar says, I want a challenge. And Rey Mysterio comes out, accepts for the main event. So Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio in the main event, 74. Pretty good. Has some storyline heat for both of those. We should have in the next segment, if we click it. There we go. Gallows and Anderson defeat Matt Hardy and Sin Cara in about 8 minutes. Carl Anderson, handful of tights did the trick. Matt Hardy was head and shoulders above everyone else, like you'd expect. Gallows and Anderson 30 and 39. Sin Cara 48. Matt Hardy 64. Pretty good for these guys, 48. I'll take that. Randy Orton cut a promo on Rey Mysterio, 74. And afterwards defeated Hardcore Holly in a good match, 78. Very good, actually. Randy Orton 84. Hardcore Holly 68. Very good, and worth reminding. Sheamus approached Kota Ibushi backstage. Kota Ibushi was a little bit wary, of course, they've been feuding. But says, look, last few weeks we've had our arses kicked by Kane. Let's team up and see how it goes. Kota doesn't necessarily say yes. And he goes into the next match, where Kane defeats Sheamus in about 8 minutes by pinfall after using a foreign object. I meant to put in here, it didn't really work. During the match, Kota Ibushi comes out and botches the interference completely, meaning Kane got the victory. 53. 35 for Sheamus, 68 for Kane, who's working without injury, and he's working out quite well. Gaining heat to these guys all the time. 54, and afterwards 46 for each segment. Kane chokeslams them both. Paul London and Charlie Haas had a 12-minute match. 56 for these guys, not great to be honest. I expected a little bit better, but Paul London got the win with a shooting star press. 54 for London, 68 for Haas. And afterwards, the big segment, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin attack London and Kendrick with a ladder, setting up that Mania matchup. 60. In a handicap match, extremely short handicap match, Evan Bourne defeated Guerrero and Low Ki when Bourne defeated Chavo with a shooting star press. Chavo carried the match in terms of in-ring performance, but took the pin. 37 for Bourne, 42 for Low Ki, 53 for Chavo, a 45 rating, not bad. And afterwards, in frustration at losing, Low Ki attacks Chavo Guerrero with Evan Bourne watching on 34. It's what it is. Batista defeated the United States Champion MVP with a spine buster. 62 for these guys. I expected better. They do have good chemistry, but suffer from a lack of psychology apparently. No one knew how to do that great. 94 for Batista, MVP 59. I expected better. 70 for the Benoit and MVP angle just afterwards. MVP, not a good night for him. The main event, oh my god, what is going on this episode? Definite lack of psychology everywhere. I've got Rey Mysterio and Brock Lesnar in a main event, and we've got no psychology. Doesn't sound right to me. That seems wrong. Definitely seems wrong. Brock 92, Rey 77, 69 rated match. Bullshit. Might have to delete that. Crap, that is. That's absolute crap. Afterwards, 80 rated for Batista and Lesnar. I expected better there as well. Not a good SmackDown. Not a good SmackDown to end us off. 72. How can you have Brock and Rey in there with no psychology? Someone like Batista, who at this point, 2007, has been a main eventer for 2 years. He's worked with Ric Flair, Triple H. Yeah. I just can't. He's had matches with Kurt Angle. He's had matches with Eddie Guerrero at this point. And Rey Mysterio. I mean, no. I refuse to accept. I'm going to actually have a look. This is why I'm still talking. I'm going to have a look. Let's have a look at the mail first. Whatever, people have got morale issues. Mail. Oh, what are you at? JBL, what are you up to? Why? Against Kendrick. Shelton Benjamin against Kendrick. Brilliant. Please. Wait. Ashley and Massaro now has similar intention with Brian Kendrick. I swear they're actually together. JBL is ruining things for him. Orton thinks Sheamus has poor ring psychology. Is probably not worth keeping around interested. And MVP doesn't like hardcore Holly, basically. Decisions. Chris Benoit, what are you up to? You find he's unhappy and his personality's got worse. Oh, everything's gone brilliantly for this SmackDown. Oh, look at the brilliance. Kurt Angle's at rehab. What does he give a damn? Right, let's look at this psychology, by the way, because this is crap. I'm looking for who is at least. Can I see psychology? No, right, so Batista, psychology. Where's psychology? Psychology isn't even anything. Oh, it's 52. Alright, that's a bit crap. Big Show's got good psychology. Brock Lesnar, 68. I mean, nah, ain't having that. 92 for Benoit. Surely Ray's got good psychology. No, I'm not accepting. No. Ray. 77. I just can't even. Right, schedule wise, where are we at? We are at I don't know, week 2 of March actually, so we are moving on quickly. 2 weeks till Mania, so if we leave it here we'll have 2 weeks. No, 1 week, 2 weeks, I don't know actually. No, 2 weeks of shows and then WrestleMania, which at the moment is all over the place. What are we going to have for WrestleMania? Well, main event wise, it's either going to be John Cena and Edge, Batista and Brock Lesnar. 82 for John Cena and Edge at the moment, which is pretty good. 75 for them. I mean, what's our highest angle at the moment? 82 for Booker and Triple H. 82 for Cena and Edge. Yep, one of those two. Might Cena and Edge. Oh, there's just issues. There is absolute issues.